We tap our cards, we scan a code, and just like that, money moves. I mean, it really feels like magic, doesn't it? But it's not. It's actually this high-speed, totally invisible journey of pure information. So today we're going to pull back the curtain and follow that journey step by step to see how these digital payments really work.
Think about it. It's something so many of us do every single day, almost without thinking. But behind that simple tap is one of the most complex, high-speed data exchanges you'll ever be a part of. We're about to look at that entire journey, right from your screen all the way to the seller's bank account.
So here's the absolute key thing to get your head around. When you pay for something digitally, there's no actual physical cash flying through the air or down some fiber optic cable. It's not happening. What's really moving is information. Digital money is just data. Really, it's just a set of instructions zipping from one computer to another.
And that whole process, from the moment you tap your card to the moment you get that confirmation, it all happens in 6 main steps. You can think of it like a relay race for your data. We're going to follow that little data baton from the starting block, which is the request, all the way to the finish line, that super satisfying payment successful message. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Our journey kicks off at the exact moment you decide you're going to pay for something. This right here is the starting gun for the entire race. That simple physical thing you do, a scan, a tap, a swipe, that's you giving the system its very first command. You're literally creating a digital instruction, a payment request that kicks this whole incredible process into gear.
Now, this request isn't just a simple, hey, send money message. Oh no, it's a carefully assembled little packet of data, and it contains the 3 essential ingredients for any transaction. You've got the what, so the amount, the who, that's your details, and the where, the receiver's details. This little packet is now our messenger, and it's ready to carry your instructions through the whole system.
But hold on. Before that data packet goes anywhere, it has to pass through a series of really intense, high-tech security gates. This is where the system makes absolutely sure everything is legit and, most importantly, safe.
The very first security check is all about one thing: you. The system's #1 priority is to confirm that the person who started this payment is actually the real, authorized owner of the account.
And this is why you have to enter your PIN or use your fingerprint or let it scan your face. It's a step called authentication, and it's basically the digital version of a bouncer at a club checking your ID at the door. If there's no match, you're not getting in. Simple as that.
Okay, so once the system knows it's really you, your bank gets tagged into the process. Now it's their turn, and they have to run their own set of checks on the payment request itself. This is the second, and equally important, security gate. Your bank basically asks a very straightforward question. Is the money actually there? It does a quick balance check to make sure you have enough to cover the payment. But it also looks for anything weird, like if the transaction seems totally out of character for you, or maybe even fraudulent. Only when the bank gives the green light can the process move forward.
All right, so our request is authenticated and it's been verified. Now it is time for that little data packet to hit the road. And it's traveling on a secure, ridiculously high-speed digital superhighway.
And here's the part that should make us all feel a lot better. As your data is flying across these networks, it's encrypted. That just means it's scrambled into a completely unreadable code. Your actual sensitive bank details are never shared or exposed. It's kind of like sending a locked briefcase that only the person on the other end has the key to. Pretty smart, right? Now, what's interesting is that not all payments take the same route on this digital superhighway. If you look on the left, you'll see systems like UPI. Think of that as a direct flight. It connects your bank straight to the receiver's bank through a central network. But then on the right, you have traditional card payments. Those are more like a flight with a few layovers. The data has to pass through intermediaries, like the Visa or MasterCard network, before it finally gets to its destination.
So, after clearing all that security and racing across the network, our little data packet has finally arrived. The request is fully approved, and we are now at the last, most crucial steps of the whole process.
This is the moment. This is when the digital money actually moves. Remember, it's not a physical thing, but it's a perfectly synchronized update of 2 different bank ledgers. As you can see, your account gets debited, the money is subtracted, and at that exact same microsecond, the receiver's account gets credited with that same amount. It's just a flawless digital balancing act.
And here it is, the final piece of the puzzle. That little transaction successful message that pops up on your screen, that's the system closing the loop. It's confirming that the entire 6-step journey from your initial request all the way to the transfer is complete.
And it's this instant feedback that makes the whole invisible process feel so incredibly fast and seamless to us.
So let's just step back and bring it all together. What is it that makes this incredible, high-speed journey from your tap to their account in literally seconds actually work?
Well, it really boils down to these four main things. First, that core idea that money is just information. Second, you've got a super secure, multi-step security process that makes sure it's you and that the transaction is valid. Third, these incredibly fast and reliable networks that shoot the data across the world. And finally, that instant confirmation that makes us trust the whole system.
So the next time you tap to pay, you'll know exactly what's happening behind the scenes, that complex, secure, and lightning-fast chain of events you just kicked off. And it leaves us with a pretty fascinating question to think about. If our money today is really just information flowing through these networks, what's it going to become tomorrow?